Hi, welcome everybody. Today we are here for the online reading tutor show, and I am going to share about reading assessments. I have this binder, even though everything is online, I do keep a printed copy for me to look at as I am working with my student. So the first one, and I also, let me share my screen. I also keep a copy in my Google Drive. So I have a visual drill, which is also, I have a stack of cards that I have available through my training. So that's the visual drill, and all the the letters are in lowercase. I have 2 sets of rote words. Let me see if I can open these up. So the rote words are just in my Google Drive in here, and they are all there. So all I do is create a slideshow and go right through there. And the kids need to know all those words. So let me stop presenting. Okay. So then on my assessment, let me back up a little bit. I have an assessment that I use with all my kids, and all of my kids are struggling in reading. I start with them. They need to have a piece of paper and a pencil. I start with them to recite the alphabet, whether they say it in a little song or whatever way that they know it is fine. Then they need to write in lowercase letters the entire alphabet. Okay, this takes a couple minutes because some kids start from the beginning and read the letters, start from the beginning and read the letters again, and over again. So you don't even know how hard it is to get these kids to write the letters of the alphabet. After they write the letters of the alphabet, I ask them, do they know what a vowel is? And if they understand what a vowel is, I ask them to circle the letters that they wrote. Okay, so then the next thing I do is a visual drill, which is I have a copy. Oh, where is it? So I have a stack of cards. It's called the visual drill, which I sometimes use the presentation on my Google Drive, but most of the time it's a lot quicker if I just use these flashcards. And it's only a portion of the deck. So it goes through the vowels, the consonants, vowel teams, blends, and whether or not they know, like, Y says several different sounds. I will ask them that. It asks about the floss rule, if they know about that and where the letters need to be located. Those are just things I get a baseline to know and understand whether they understand some of the rules about spelling. And that next in my assessment that I usually do is a blending drill. And the blending drill is in my Google Drive. So let me share my screen. And the blending drill, whoop, it was blinking there for a minute. Okay, the blending drill is just the 3 letters. See if they know the letters of the sound, and then if they could blend them together. And each one is just a different vowel. Okay. So then after I do the blending drill, I will ask them, do you know or recognize the silent E or the magic E? Which one have you heard about at school? So if they say, well, silent E is a letter that you can't hear. I don't know. Some of the answers are what they've learned at school and they're trying to remember. So I have the magic E right here, and also there's only 5 of them there on the different vowels. Okay, so rid and ride, hop and hope, cut and cute, and pet and Pete. So yeah, it's easy to. So then after I do the magic E portion, let me stop sharing. After I talk about the magic E, we go to read a passage. And our passage I usually get from Acadians, which is like dibbles. When I was teaching in the classroom, in the school setting, that's what we used was dibbles. So you read a passage, and I usually start with a benchmark. So a benchmark is at the student's grade level, and they have to read 3 passages, and then you keep track of what their time words per minute, and then you divide by 3. So that would be their average. Okay, so their average of their reading. And last but not least is my sight words. I have a list of rote words or red words listed here, and they have to read and spell each one that they read correctly. If they make, I usually go up to 5 errors, and then we stop. And then we go back to the top, even though some of the kids, I know how to spell the. So on that same piece of paper that they write the alphabet on, I have them spell the rote words. And whatever ones they cannot spell, the word goes into their stack. And on my lessons, a new rote word comes in about every other lesson. So by the time that a month is up, they have 4 words, or depending on how frequently I see them. So, but that is my assessment. When I first started tutoring reading, I used the QRI. The QRI has stories, sight words, all kinds of stuff. So you can measure your fluency, your comprehension, because they have questions along with the stories. And it goes to pretty basic all the way up to high school. So if you have an older student, you can use one of these. I think they just came out with the QRI 7, maybe an 8, but I'm not sure. Let's see. The other things that I assess are, you can see if they know how to blend sounds, rhyming. There is a past assessment. Let's see if I have a copy of it. No, I don't. And then reading A to Z, which provides a different phonological assessment. They have one on there if you have reading A to Z. Let's see. The San Diego Quick Assessment reading ability has just words that are listed. They're like words that if they can read a certain level of words, then they just have the test is graded beyond primer to grade 11. So you could almost use these as well. And that's the San Diego Quick Assessment. But that doesn't give you, like, it has big words for the higher level kids, but it doesn't provide any like reason how to divide the words up so that they could read those words much easier in syllables. Let's see. I don't have anything else. So if you have any questions whatsoever on reading assessments for certain kids, go with what you want go with what you use. You don't need to change because there's a better one out there. Just go with what you think is useful for your students. The younger ones should be understanding the alphabet and the sounds of each letter. That's why I use these cards. And then the vowel teams, it's a good thing for them to understand, because it's not that the first letter always does the walking or the talking. I don't even understand that. So because several of the vowel teams make more than one sound. Like the OW makes O like snow and ow like in plow. So the vowel teams, you just can't use that saying. Let's see. So, like I said, if you have any questions about reading assessments, message me below and I will be happy to call, or not call, but message you back. The last thing is, I think I am debating, because there's only been a few viewers on here, but we're only like a month old. So I might go a little bit longer. Just keep an eye out. Maybe go every other week on our reading tutor show. So I will let you know, because there are other things that are coming ahead in our future. So I will let you know. All right. So have a great day. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.